Good morning. Howdy. Okay, you guys, another day in technical difficulties. So I started to do the reading and then the video shut off. So I want to continue with this reading because I think it's beautiful, but I'm going to just really kind of give you a brief. So today is the new moon in Virgo. This is really beautiful cleansing energy. If you haven't already set some intentions around how you want to create rituals over the course of the next 6 months of your life related to your health and your well-being, rituals for creation around habits that are in alignment with your vortex, okay? So high vibration becoming energy is really what this is a call to action for. So in this new moon in Virgo energy, it's really all about creating particular day-to-day routines that are in alignment with who you're becoming. So if you don't already have that in place, now is a really great opportunity to create something like that for yourself. And if you do have rituals that are working, this is like really taking them to the next level. So if you don't have a meditation practice, this is really a really good opportunity to create something in your day-to-day routines where that becomes a habitual thing, so that it becomes something that you do without even thinking about doing it. So I get up and I meditate every day. It's just something that I do now. It's a habit that I've created. I walk. I've been walking. I created a walking ritual years ago, and it's something that I continue to sustain because I find that to be really in alignment with healthy mental health. And then also, if you don't, like stretching, some type of physical activity where your brain and your body are incoherent in the most healthy frequency. So if you don't already have something like that, create it for yourself. Now is the opportunity in this new moon energy to create something like that. It's all also about like your habits related to your finances, to your spending, to, your space being clean, like whatever you need to do to continue to cultivate the healthiest mind and body. This is the energy to implement something like that for yourself or take it to the next level. This is really cleansing energy. I really like this Virgo energy. Some folks don't necessarily have the same affinity for it, but I definitely do. So anyways, so there's that. So this new moon in Virgo, it's September 6th, 7th, even the 5th, depending on where you are on the planet. But this energy is beautiful, grounded, stable, blooming energy. So whatever you need to do to continue to cultivate things in your space, rituals for creation, now is the opportunity to take advantage of that. So there's this really powerful experience of whatever you believe is possible is naturally coming together now. There's this alchemy that you're really standing in that's really abundant in a sense that however you are aligning in this higher vibration in your vortex, things are now naturally just coming together in a way that allows for flow. It's like when your rockets of desire get shot into your vortex, this is the opportunity to manifest whatever success and abundance you've wanted to. This is like really stimulating that creative power around what you have shot your desires shot your desires into your vortex around. So things are coming together because you've continued to believe in infinite possibilities. So there's this new opportunity world. There's a new cycle beginning that you are moving in the direction towards that is really grounded and stable and nurturing and abundant. Queen of Pentacles. She's a lovely, beautiful energy. It's like really nurturing self-care. That's Virgo energy right there. That's beautiful, vibrant Virgo energy right there. Okay, so this is really moving in the direction of getting really grounded and centered in a way that is anchored in some very beautiful emotions. So like when you're really in alignment with this highest vibration of joy, it's really being in alignment with these higher vibration emotions, like really feeling abundance and being prosperity and being grounded and being in the space of welcoming, because you've really done the work to see clearly about what you've needed to learn to manifest what it is that you want. And you're letting your dreams guide you. You're letting your dreams and whatever pops into your quiet spaces, in your meditated spaces, in your sleep spaces. You're allowing things to come to you naturally, which is giving you the authority over messages from the outside. You're listening to yourself. You're stepping into your power, and you're trusting in the divine timing of that in which you're manifesting. So there's this beautiful Emperor, Wheel, Empress. There is something so beautifully coming together here. There is some natural, abundant frequency of beautiful manifested energy that is just evolving because you've stepped into this Venus and Virgo energy, my favorite card in the deck, this very blossomed space towards grounded King of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, Empress, moving towards real abundant frequency. So there's something very beautiful that is going to be manifested between now and the next 6 months of your life, okay? This is just beautiful energy. So Temperance again, High Priestess. Things are coming together in a very peaceful way because you've been able to trust your intuition and really move towards seeing things that have been misaligned and difficult from a different perspective. You see things clearly, you see things differently now, and you are far more at peace. And you're trusting your intuition that things are coming together, and that what has caused you grief and difficulty in the past is now being seen from a different, it's how you perceive reality is how it unfolds. And because you've been able to see things from a different perspective now, things can naturally, beautifully come together. Yes. There's so much coherence here. There's so much coming together of frequency and love and joy and opportunity. So what is it that we are, messages from the higher self? Moving away from whatever has been misaligned and moving through these misaligned, you're seeing the patterns, and you're now doing the work necessary to receive. It's like giving and receiving. That's sort of the same frequency. You are now standing in a space of inspiration to allow the giving and the receiving to simultaneously happen in a very beautiful way that flows and is integral. This is just really like standing successfully in this frequency of learning new things about how to let the flow of the messages come into your peripheral so that you can really powerfully, abundantly overcome that in which you have manifested and worked, diligently in creating for yourself. It's like becoming that and being in the space of realizing the becoming, because you've learned how to let it flow. And you've learned how to you've learned how to release and let go of that in which you are, that what is done, and it's like, you don't have to worry about forgiveness. You have to focus on forgetting what you need to forgive and allow the the frequency of that and who you're becoming, you have to move in the direction. Focus on that and allow the love to just be the frequency that you are aligning in. And then it's in that space that you overcome whatever challenges that you feel like have been your focus. So when you're focusing on what needs to change, what needs to be forgiven, what needs to be, whatever it is that you feel like you need to overcome, when you're focused on that versus focusing on the becoming, you're still making the overcome whatever that is big. So when you focus on who you're becoming, it just becomes. You don't have to, you just then naturally forget about what it is that you were focused on that was in the space keeping you from the becoming. So this is you really allowing things to naturally come together in a flow state, because you've been willing and open to learning how to manifest from that frequency. And in that space, beautiful love, abundant opportunities just naturally come together. And abundance is however you qualify that. It's just the frequency of who you're becoming. That's, to me, what that beautiful, vibrant, loving, coherent energy is all about. This is awesome, you guys. Awesome. Dream the world into being at peace, and it's time for the beginner's mind. There's something very new happening here. There's something very new that's coming into fruition. And it's going to be really important that you allow for that dynamic unfolding to be birthed, cultivated. It's like this whole new world is being unfolded here. It's becoming, realizing the becoming of the whole new world is what's actually coming into fruition. Alchemy, being very at peace and being very open to the beginner's mind and to learn new things and to become the next iteration. Realizing it and becoming it are like this grand expression. So this is like this jumping off spot. This is like really birthing this new reality and trusting that all the work that you have done to get to this place is just, it's being cultivated now. So just be present and at peace and dream your world into being and just allow it to unfold in front of you and receive it. Receive, give, receive, give, receive. It's such a natural flow. It's like when you are of service, you receive all the abundance. When you're in the space of giving, you're in the space of receiving simultaneously. So who you are, who you give to the world, you receive in this abundant frequency of things being really natural and at peace with the experience of flow. You just start being flow. You start being flow space. Okay, you guys, this is beautiful energy. So I know that sometimes the Virgo energy can be very, demanding, but this is when you start to align in that of what your higher self knows you to be, then this just naturally comes together in a way that just fortifies beautiful, abundant, coherent, divine